Now this kind of design was really popular back in the 1970s. So what we're going to need for this is, I've just got a Sharpie pen here. So you can use any marker pen or pencil, whatever you fancy, and a ruler. So I've got my very old trusty ruler, which is a bit warped, but it's going to do the job. It's absolutely fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw lines basically from this side to that side, and we're going to create like an arc. I'm going to turn my ruler upside down. I suggest you do the same. Otherwise, what can happen is the pen can actually bleed and you can get some very unpleasant marks on the paper. So let's take this off here. So what you want to do is you can mark these out on the sides. If you want to make, say we're going to do 10 lines, you do 10 lines down there, 10 lines across. So measure your paper and divide it by 10. Just basically measure your paper, divide it by how many lines you're going to put on there. I'm just going to wing it freehand and see how we get on. I just kind of alter it as you go along. So the first one I'm going to put is from top left down to the bottom here. So you're going to go down there. I'm just going to wing this, so hopefully it will turn out something half decent. Should be all right. In the 1970s, they used to do these. Well, I was quite young in the 1970s, he said. They used to do these with on kind of canvases, and these kind of had nails in the edges, and they used to put like twine across. I'm sure some of you are going to remember things like that, because it's very, very popular. They made very intricate designs, but the design in itself is actually quite simple. So as you're doing this, just making sure you're kind of fairly even along here, that you're going to get to the end with the right amount of lines. Don't look for perfection, because nobody's ever going to get perfection. If you want perfection, use a computer. So don't be too precious about it. Just go with it. If you want to do this as a nice little drawing exercise, just go for it as a drawing exercise like I am now. It's absolutely fine. And see, I'm using the upper side of my ruler, the underside rather. There we go. So that's the first one done. So basically you're looking for as many lines on that side as that side. These are going to be slightly wider because the paper's longer. So decide how many lines you want to do. Just measure your paper, divide it by the amount of lines that you've got. So I'm just going to turn this around now using my trusty cake stand here, which is very useful. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side, down again. So we're going to start up in that corner there. And it's something that you can do, and it gives you quite a nice effect, actually. You don't need to be a terrific artist or anything to do this. It's really easy. And the thing I like about this is it actually can look quite impressive. It kind of reminds me of those things years ago with Spirograph. I mean, I'm that old, I can remember Spirograph. It was kind of like a cogs thing. You used to put your pen in and turn it around. You used to get all these intricate designs. It's that kind of thing. So you can see I've got about that much left, got about that much left over there. So I'm probably going to get about another 2 of those in. So I'm going to bring that across there. And because once you've done this on here, you can apply it to other things. So I'm going to get that about there. My paper will keep in place, hopefully. There we go. And you can apply this design to lots of different things. There we go. So I don't know what you call it. I suppose you call it a bit of a spirograph, inspired kind of thing. But it's a nice, kind of nice design to work on, because again, you could actually do the same thing in the middle kind of thing. I'll just do a bit of freehand in a second. But the other thing is, it gives you a nice little design to work on. It looks quite complex, but as you can see, it's not actually very complex. And then because you can shade it in, color it in, so you could do like a checkerboard thing. So here, for example, you could color that one, not that one, that one. You could not color that one, and so on and so on. But it gives you a lot of scope to try different things, and you can just muck around with it. So if you wanted to do like a freehand version in the middle, you could do that. You could muck around with it. Okay, you can curve it if you want. There you go. Exactly the same kind of thing. So, once you kind of mastered basics kind of thing, you can have play around and just kind of create your own designs, really. So the aim of this really is to teach people that designing doesn't have to be complex. You don't have to, have a terrific artistic streak in yourself. As long as you know the basics, what you're actually aiming for, how to achieve it, and you can get a nice result. So let me know in the comments if you had to go that little sketch there, and let me know how you got on. And I shall see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.